Everything's good.
Everything is good.
Everything's fucking good.
Everything looks good. Sorry.
I got shit ready while you were fucking around in the snow, Jack.
I was helping people, Rich.
You don't help people when you're late for work.
That's exactly when you help people, because what if you were stuck in the snow, Rich? Would you want someone to help you?
You would still be late for work, and that other person would just drive right by to get to work on time.
Treat others the way you want to be treated, motherfucker. That's my life.
If you got nothing else going on, stop to help. And maybe if they look elderly, if they don't look like they can handle things on their own, maybe you help. But if you got shit to do, man, you got shit to do.
Yeah, you know what? I was running a little bit late from the get-go just because streets were bad. Then there were 2 cars that were stuck, because when the plows plow, it's snowing a lot in Wisconsin. Hi, everybody. It's snowing a lot last night and today. When the plows plow, a lot of times they'll leave big chunks of snow, and so cars get stuck. And for me, as long as, I'm on a side street, if I'm on the highway, I'm not going to pull over. But if I'm on a side street and I see a car stuck, I'm going to pull over and help push that car out of the snow.
Okay.
And that happened a couple times on the way over here, so I was running even later than I was thinking.
Wow.
And now Rich is saying, "Don't help people. Don't do that.
Help people when it's appropriate to help people, Jack.
When is it inappropriate to help people?
You know who you let down, Jack?
I'm the helping people, Jack.
All of these people.
No, I told them we might be late. I warned them. We're only 15 minutes late, and I warned them, Rich. I said we might be running a little late. Hey, we're here, and we're here. I have a game that I am super excited about. I don't know if anyone else will be excited about this game, but I'm going to play the shit out of it.
Jack, would you have stopped to help those people if you knew they voted for Trump?
Ooh, yes.
I can tell you right, I have insider information.
Yeah.
Both those people you helped, they voted for Trump.
And I would extra help them to show them a better way. And I would not only help them, but I'd give them some information on the Democratic Party. No, of course. Why would you wouldn't ask a question like that before you help someone. Restart the game.
Well, you just hit Alt-Enter.
Because I want it full screen.
That does full screen.
But I want a native full screen. Display blocked image.
There's no difference.
Is there no difference? You're crazy. Wait, are you an... Yeah, exactly. Like, Brina's God says, wait, are you an asshole? Like, before you help them, you have to go, hold on. I need a list of criteria before I help you. Now, that would be super lame. We'll just help people. Welcome. Yes, European friendly stream, Super Bowl stream. We figured most of y'all are going to leave us for the Super Bowl anyway, so we might as well get an early stream in. Yeah. What if they had a Trump bumper sticker? I would still help them. I absolutely would. Here's when you don't help them is like if you like pull over and they're like already like flipping you the bird, like, what are you pulling over for? Move on. Like, all right, that's fine. Like if they're a dick right off the bat, then you don't have to help them. How about that? Super Bowl. Jack still doesn't recognize his audience.
What would you do if you got stuck in the snow while pulling over to help them, and then after you get them out of the snow, they just drive off?
I'm prepared. I have stuff in the back of my car to deal with snow. I do the kitty litter in the back. I have a little shovel in the back. Like, I am fully prepared for snow situation.
Okay.
Fully prepared for snow situation. Okay, so this, real quick, everyone. This is Slay the Spire. It's an early access game. It is a game specifically designed for me and only me because it is a deck-building roguelike.
That's also a twin-stick shooter?
It's not a twin-stick shooter. It's just no, because you know what? They have a deck building twin stick shooter roguelike, and I didn't like it very much. Too many things. It's just a deck building roguelike, and it concentrates on like the deck strategy, the mad deck strats, and it's pretty fucking awesome.
How does this compare then to Hand of Fate?
So like Hand of Fate, it's like that mixture between like your deck and the action, right?
Yeah, the Arkham combat.
The Arkham combat, and so like there's that back and forth. This is just deck. All you are concerned about is your deck. It's like Marvel Legendary. It's like any like card deck building game.
Yeah.
And it's fucking great. I think I downloaded this on Friday.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I'll download. Yeah, this looks like a game I want to support in early access. I'll support it.
You've told me you've been going nuts over it.
I have like 15, 20 hours in it, and I downloaded it on Friday.
Yeah.
It's like I'm obsessed with it. They only have 2 characters, but that's fine. Like, I haven't unlocked everything yet. I need to play it more. I love big decks, and I cannot lie. That's right. This is the Ghost Whale.
The art style's stupid pants. I hate it.
You hate it? It could, you know what? I like the art style. It could use a little more animation, but they're adding stuff every day. And that's fine. Yeah. That's fine. So this is the Ghost Whale. You get to, at the start of your deck, you get 4 things you get to choose from. You can upgrade a card. We can obtain 3 random potions.
The chat's already winning.
What do you mean?
Moby Deck.
That's Moby Deck.
Gots Chalk 0 said Moby Deck.
Nice. Is this more or less boring than Hand of Fate? You might find it more boring because there's no combat. It's just playing cards, but I find it...
So this just cards?
It's just cards.
Okay.
You're just playing cards, and I'll show you. So, let's see here. We can transform to
This is going to be an exciting stream.
I don't care. This is what I'm playing. If I wasn't here, I'd be at home playing this, possibly shoveling. There's your boss relic. Oh my god. Upgrade a card, 3 random potions, transform 2 cards. Let's play it safe. Let's just upgrade a card.
Super Bowl picks. Look, on one hand, you have a fan base that are famously assholes.
And who's that?
And the Eagles.
The Eagles fans are famously assholes?
Historically.
Okay.
There's a famous incident where they beat up Santa Claus one year.
I think you've told me that, but then I don't know if I got the actual story behind
I don't recall the details. I just know there was some kind of drunken riot where the person who was at the stadium to be Santa Claus got beat up by the Eagles fans.
Classy.
And then on the other hand, you have a team that are famously assholes. There's no one to root for.
Well, it's like, I understand why people don't like the Yankees. You've explained that to me. Because the Yankees, buy victory. Buy victory. Why do people not like the Patriots?
There have been a few cheating scandals. Deflategate, where they did something to the balls to give them an advantage.
Yeah, I remember that.
There was some kind of where they spied on other teams during practice, or some weird like that going on.
Okay.
Over the years, there have been multiple allegations of some shady practices the team has done to give themselves an edge.
Okay, I get you. Jack, a friend of mine invented maze-based board game. If I send you a copy, would you play it? Yeah, send us a copy. That's okay. That seems. It's so you have fans who are assholes and a team who's an asshole.
Yeah.
So then we got to vote for the Eagles, right? We got to hope for the Eagles.
I don't know about that, man.
Just because the fans are
assholes. I don't know about that, man.
But that doesn't mean that the players are assholes. I would rather vote for good players, asshole fans over good fans, asshole players.
And I'm going to abstain because I don't like either choice. So before we get into politics, can you please go on with the game?
Okay, so you get to choose a starting path. And if you see over here, you got our legend here. You got regular bosses. These little guys are shops. Question marks can be a bunch of other things. You get sometimes you get FTL type events where little blurb of text and you have to make a decision. These guys with the horns are elite bosses and they drop extra treasure when you beat them.
Okay.
And fires are where you can do certain things, like you can get some health back. You can upgrade cards. There's things you can do at fires, and all leading up to the big boss. And so we have to kind of choose our path here. I only have $99.
Is this randomized each time you play?
Absolutely. Yep, it's all randomized. Let's see. What I think I'm going to do is go guy, question, boss, question, treasure, fire. Okay.
They're saying, can you backtrack?
You cannot backtrack.
So you can't do all of the things.
You can, no, there's no way to do all of the things. There's no grinding.
Okay.
You know, like...
So I see cards.
So this is it. It's just a deck building game. These are the enemies. The enemies do telegraph their attacks. So I know this guy's going to attack me for 5. This guy's going to attack me for 10.
How do you defend from attacks?
Well, you have defend cards.
Okay.
Gain 5 block. And you have strike. You have attack cards. And then later, as you build your deck, you get modifiers. You get it's just all that classic like get rid of the weak cards, get the good cards, get the combo. I was watching a YouTube video of a guy playing this, and he found a combination where he was beating every single person in front of him with 2 cards in his deck.
Okay.
And just 2 cards over. He found like the right 2 combination of cards. Bloop, 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 bloop,
you guarantee you get those cards every time?
No. It's all random.
Okay.
It's all random. But like any good roguelike, Rich, I think you need that every once in a while.
But in every encounter, you can't guarantee you get those particular cards. Right?
Exactly.
Okay.
So no, the stars just aligned, and he happened to get the 2 perfect cards
every time.
Well, oh no, he actually cleared out his deck because you can get rid of cards sometimes.
Okay.
So he made it so that he only had 2 cards in his entire deck.
Oh. That seems like cheating.
Well, it was strategy. He strategized how to get there.
All right.
Well, here's my take on this is I think any good roguelike, every 1 in 100 runs, you need to have a ridiculously overpowered run.
Sure.
Just to make up for the 99 other times that you get your face stomped in, right?
It just seems like bad deck building design. If you could take out every card that sucks and just keep the only 2 and you're guaranteed those every encounter,
no,
that's kind of bullshit.
But he worked for that.
All right.
He worked.
All
for
right.
it. All right. So what I'm going to do this round is I'm going to defend. So I'm going to put on some shield. All right, so I put on 15 shield here, and so their attacks are going to be negated.
Can you only use 3 cards?
You can only use 3 energy.
Okay.
And then I'll explain that in a second here. So you have 3 energy to work with, and as you see, each of these cards have a little energy cost to them. My good card costs 2. Well, that's... Oh, wait. No, you do 10 damage. Yes. Okay, perfect. So we're going to block this guy, and we're going to use our 1 bash to kill that guy. Boom. So he's going to still attack us for 7, so we're still going to get hit for 2, but we'll take it.
Okay. It's like the Trump presidency. It's randomized every time.
It's every day. Every day it's a new kind of torture. Absolutely. I'm with you.
It's the early stream due to weather. Actually, it's a late stream due to weather that was supposed to be a little bit earlier.
We're 15 minutes late. That's well within ish time, I feel.
What time did you say we're starting?
I said 1:30.
Oh, okay.
And we started at 1:45.
Yeah.
So I think we're still in the ish zone. I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable here. That. Hit you for there. Like, these first couple battles won't be very exciting because I have all the starter cards, you know.
Yeah.
You know, wait till we get some more cards. Alright, good. Got this. Yoink.
So how do you get the wounds?
That's a particular attack that guy does. But if he hits you and it's unblocked, you gain a wound in your discard pile, so then the wounds get shuffled into your deck.
Yeah.
Oh, good shit. All right, let's see what cards we got here. Deal 5 damage twice. Gain 2.
Why are they streaming so early in the day? Because of the fucking Super Bowl.
Today is the big sports game. And even though I'm sure a large majority of our fans don't necessarily care about sports because we're video game people, you know, it's a big thing that a lot of people like to watch. So,
yeah.
I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to go home and I'm probably going to go home and play this, but
Rich should voice Michelangelo in the Ninja Turtles cartoon. So, the lamest one. I know Michelangelo has his fans, but in my eyes, he's just the lamest.
He's the goofball.
Yeah, he's the lamest turtle.
Yeah, I don't see you as the Michelangelo. I think you're more the Donatello.
No.
You don't think?
No.
I think so.
No. Well, as far as my personal favorite?
No, oh no, I mean what your voice would work good with.
Okay. Yeah, probably the Donatello.
If you were going to voice a Ninja Turtle, you would be Donatello.
My favorite is Leo. He's got the Thords.
He's got the Thords, right. My favorite is Donatello.
Donatello's a fine choice.
I like Donatello. I like the staff. Go.
You know, Raph's just kind of a hot-headed asshole.
Yeah.
Mikey's a goofball.
They all got their things. I think Leo would be my second choice. Then maybe Michelangelo, Raphael at the last.
Yeah?
I think so.
Okay.
That's probably what I would do. So if you see here, like, he doesn't have an attack above his head this time, chat. This enemy intends to use a buff. So that's why I was free to just attack this turn, because I know he's not going to attack me.
Haven't they streamed over other Super Bowls? Actually, we've usually done an early stream on the Super Bowl Sunday.
I think that this is a normal, this is a yearly thing.
Yeah. Do you own any first printings of the Ninja Turtle comics? I couldn't afford the first printings of any of the Ninja Turtle comic books. They had fucking 4-digit print runs. If that.
Right? By the time anyone knew what the Ninja Turtles were, no one could afford first runs. Oh, okay, great. I can take it. Have you seen the images for the new cartoon?
No, I know nothing about the new cartoon.
Oh man, it looks kind of.
Are they canceling the CGI one?
It's done, I believe.
It's done.
I believe. I mean,
that was one of the better incarnations of the TMNT.
That first season was pretty good.
The first season was awesome. It got worse after that.
Yeah, but it's still pretty fun.
That first season was really fucking awesome. My favorite Splinter.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, much like Aunt May, we finally got a Splinter that wasn't a worthless piece of shit.
I wouldn't go that far, but.
Yeah, no, the new design, they're going very, very cartoony. Like I think they're turning Raph into like a big muscle-bound dude. Like all the turtles have like unique character designs. It looks super, and their weapons glow for some reason.
What?
Yeah, their weapons were glowing.
All right, whatever.
Yeah, didn't look like anything I would be interested in. Gain 5 block for each. That could be good. Palm strike, body slam. But those are skills. Strike. Good work. Great. I'm shocked they didn't make one female now. No, remember they tried to do that in the live actions Turtle TV show, and it was a horrible disaster. Did you ever see that?
No, I never saw it.
Oh my god, what a turd! what a turd, using some of the costumes, from like the movies and the live stage show.
Yeah.
And then they invented Venus,
Yeah.
the female turtle, who was awful. Oh man. Can't make that mistake again. And they got April. She's the lady. All right, here we go. As you walk into the room, you hear a gurgling and grinding of metals. Before you is a slime-like creature that ate too much scrap for its own good. From the center of the creature, you see glints of strange light, perhaps something magical. It looks like you can get some treasure if you reach inside its opening. However, the acid and sharp objects may hurt. Lose 3 HP, 25% chance to find a relic. Yep. Ouch! All you find is corroded metal and a bit of burning pain. However, you're still convinced there's a relic.
Okay, it goes up every time.
So now I lose 4 HP.
In for a penny, Jack.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No.
How do you gain HP?
There's certain potions that do it. There's certain cards that do it, or there's fires that you stop at that you can gain HP. All right, we're gonna try again because relics are powerful. Damn it! One more time. Shh. Fuck it, we're all in. Come on! There we go. Jesus Christ. Alright, we finally got a fucking relic. Okay, so this is my starting relic, which is I heal 6 HP at the end of all combat, which is very nice. My new relic is whenever you enter a rest site, start the next combat with 2 extra energy. That's kind of lame, but whatever. Damn it.
It's not quite my evil laugh. That was more of a witch's cackle. Cackle.
Cackle, yeah.
Kind of deliberately. The evil laugh is a bit just deeper.
Yeah, it's good.
That's the evil laugh.
I won't be able to kill him this turn.
Very sorry.
You should be. I spent too much HP digging through that slime monster.
You got your relic.
I got my relic, and it definitely was not worth it. By the way.
Do I have any recent favorite movies beside Mad Max? What do you mean by favorite?
Think of a recent movie that you enjoyed a lot.
Spider-Man: Homecoming, Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Oh, there you go. That's good.
They exist.
That's 2 good ones.
Have you been watching any new TV shows? None that you probably will end up liking. I'm watching that new season of The Librarians with Karen.
You're right.
It's a cute show.
It's one of them. It's one of them cute shows.
It's light adventure. It doesn't take itself that seriously.
Sure.
Rich hates DC confirmed. DC still hasn't made a good movie. I'm sorry, Wonder Woman wasn't that good. Wonder Woman was acceptable.
That was pretty good. It kind of flubbed the ending, but yeah, I'm with you. I thought it was better than you did, but the ending kind of flopped. But I like Wonder Woman. Yeah, but besides that, what do they got? Suicide Squad?
The Dark Knight, but I don't think that's what they're talking about.
No. I don't like any of these I don't like any of these cards.
Am I caught up on the librarians? I haven't seen the last episode. That and like the last of the season's next, so I'm waiting to the end of the season to watch the last two.
Oh, okay.
Usually a two-parter.
Sure. I started watching. I'm 2 episodes into the new Netflix series Altered Carbon.
Yeah.
Have you seen trailers for that?
I'm not. No, I've seen the chat mention it. What is the deal with Altered Carbon?
It's a Netflix original, and it's their attempt to like have a Blade Runner-esque cyberpunk detective story. And so it's like in the future. The basic sci-fi-ness of it is we found a way to transfer all consciousness into this little disc that gets inserted into the back of our head.
Yeah.
And so if you have enough money and resources, you can essentially live forever. Just buy a new body. And so, there's a big class stuff. And our hero is a mercenary from 250 years ago who was trying to take down the man, the system.
Okay.
And got put in jail. And 250 years later, he's hired by a super rich guy to figure out who killed the super rich guy.
Okay.
And it's a decent premise. It's got some fun visuals, and it is exceptionally mediocre.
Okay.
It's not terrible, and it's not even like it's borderline between acceptable and good.
Yeah.
What do you call that? It's just like, okay.
Passable.
It's passable. And it's frustratingly passable because there are a lot of things that are really neat about it. Like some really good art direction, some really good sci-fi-y stuff.
Yeah.
Boobs, always nice that we got boobs. But it's so generic that it hurts.
Yeah.
Every episode you're like, oh, no.
Sorry.
I don't even, like 2 episodes in, I don't know if I'm going to finish it.
Oh, well.
And it's only 6 episodes.
Well, that's bad.
Yeah, it's mediocre. It's mediocre as fa. Maybe I want to do that.
You're saying it's 10 episodes.
Is it?
That's what I'm just read the things.
Then it's still mediocre.
Any interest in playing Monster Hunter World? Not today.
Nope. I played. They had on the. What was it? Either on the 3DS or something. They had a free Monster Hunter weekend.
Yeah.
Like download it, play it for free. You get like an hour of free play time or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, just demo. Like, let's see what it's like. And I played an hour of it because I know people love the Monster Hunter game. And after an hour, I still cannot tell you anything of substance about that game.
Okay.
It's so deep.
I know a lot of people were comparing it to like a better version of what was that RPG we played with the open world where you find giant monsters running around.
Oh yeah, Dark Rising.
I'm drawing a complete fucking blank.
Dark.
Dragon's Dogma.
Dragon's Dogma. It's like a better version of Dragon's Dogma.
I believe that's the game people were comparing it to, but I could be misremembering.
Interesting. And go to strike.
It sounds like a game where during a stream would be a bad time to pick it up for the first time.
Like we'd want to get a solid 15, 20 hours into it and then maybe stream it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. 8, 16. I think I can defeat him. Yeah, I can. I did. Yeah. Gotcha. Oh, I know. I still haven't seen A Futile and Stupid Gesture. I really want to, though. Have you heard of that?
No.
It is it's the story of National Lampoon, as directed by David Wayne, the guy who does Wet Hot American Summer.
Okay.
And it's supposed to be really great.
Okay.
I'm really excited to see it. I have tried on several occasions to convince Lisa to watch it with me. Hey, you want to watch this movie? You like Wet Hot American Summer? We like David Wayne a lot. It's story of National Lampoon. And she's like, I don't care. So I gotta wait and watch that one by myself.
Does it get much deeper than this, or is this a tutorial part or something?
Wow.
I'm just reading the things, Jack.
As you gain cards, it gets deeper and deeper, and there's levels of strategy that right now I don't have a really good deck. It does get deeper, yes. Oh yeah, I like that one. It does get deeper. Right now, it's not exceptionally deep because we're still. I've only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, I'm only on the 7th level of the first world, so.
We played They Are Billions yet. I hate real-time strategy. So I have deliberately avoided it. Jack, have you played much in the real-time strategy genre?
I have, and I also don't much care for it.
Okay.
There's just too much happening. There's just too much going on.
I can't stand the real-time multitasking. I hate it.
I'm with you.
Everyone told me to play Dawn of War. Warhammer Dawn of War.
Yeah.
Because that was the easy one. It's like the simplified. I couldn't stand it. I desperately wanted to love Homeworld.
Yeah.
Where you build, spaceships. It looks fucking gorgeous. Spaceships, 3D, real-time strategy. I couldn't stand it.
There is one exception to the real-time strategy rule.
Yeah.
There's one game I've played, and I need to find a copy because I remember really enjoying it back in the day, but I'm sure it's garbage.
Yeah.
There is a Alien versus Predator real-time strategy game for the PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Aliens, Predators, and human soldiers.
Yeah.
And I remember it being really fun, especially being the aliens. Like, setting up your nests, attacking the humans and the Predators.
I think I've seen videos of this game.
I remember it being really fun. But, of course, I haven't played it in, 20 years, right? Or whenever it came out.
Yeah. Homeworld, though, that's just such a beautiful game. The manual's just beautiful storytelling with so much in-depth information about this world that most of it's, not really relevant. It just gets you into the world of the game.
Yeah.
That's a real-time strategy.
But,
I don't care if you can pause. It's just not a genre that's meant for me. I don't care if you can pause. It still feels like a clusterfuck.
I don't care if you can pause.
Make your own turns. That's a lot of bullshit, you know it. It's not the same thing. It's not organized like a turn-based strategy, like an XCOM is.
Rich, you can squish guys with tanks and command and
That's great.
conquer.
Is it a real-time strategy? I don't give a shit. What is FTL if not a real-time strategy? Yes, FTL moves in real time when you pause, but you know damn well that it's a different beast from a fucking Homeworld, or I was gonna say World of Warcraft, but people associate that with the.
That's more of a
well,
Mamorpaga.
not back in the day. I'm an old man. I remember when Warcraft was just a real-time strategy game like the original.
Oh, okay.
But you damn well know that FTL is a fucking world apart from something like a StarCraft.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. The pause is part of the gameplay mechanic, I feel. And it doesn't matter. You've mastered FTL to the point of even no pause runs.
For one, you're focusing on one enemy.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. There's multiple aspects to one enemy, but... Ooh, nice. Perfect timing. This is a pretty good path.
Then why are you writing off other games instantly? Because I know what I like! I know when something looks like something I don't like! Fuck off!
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Do you not like deck building games? Well, you have to play every single one because they're different games. It might be different. You're writing off them all? I hate people so much. I hate people so much.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Hate him. Hate him. You have to play 100% of every game.
Of everything.
Of every game all the time.
I've not liked a single RTS yet, but I have to play them all because, you know, I can't write them all off.
That's true. That's true. That's a better question. Is there one RTS game that you would say you do like?
Like if you want to define FTL as an RTS, even though it doesn't play much like your traditional real-time strategy, like if you're talking about your traditional real-time strategy,
yeah,
not really.
Okay.
And like I said, I desperately wanted to love Homeworld.
Right.
I can't get into that style of combat.
I'm talking about the overarching, drag your, click to select a big bunch of troops and send them this way. Have you ever played a game like that you like?
Not really.
Okay, no, that's fair.
I've tried.
And no, that's fair. You don't have to. I mean, of course you have to. What am I saying? What's wrong with you? What is this? A Europe-friendly stream? Hi, Green Bulbload. Yes. Because of American football, we are streaming a little early today.
Or as it's also called, football.
Well, if they're from Europe.
Well, I'm not.
I was being considerate to our European neighbors. I don't want any of those cards. I don't like them. I don't want them. I don't like them.
I want to restart the tip thing. I don't think we're getting tips.
Okay. Restart it. Make it happen. Great. We're doing great. You play football with your feet. Yes. Do we know why American football is called football?
If I had to presume,
yeah,
I haven't researched this. It's because measuring distance is such a big part of the game. So many feet, so many yards from the goal. You have to get this many feet before you get a first down. Football is very much a sport of measurements.
I suppose that's true.
Yeah,
that's a good way to think about it. I like that.
But I don't know if that's actually why it's called that. That would just be my. If I had to guess, that would be my first guess, my presumption.
That's a really fair. In fact, that's so clever. I don't think it's true. Is what I'm gonna say, right?
Yeah, maybe.
That's just way too clever. It's like, why? Because you start the game by kicking a ball with your foot, and so you foot the ball. That's why we call it football.
Right.
Yeah. Football got its name because it's played on foot versus on horse. I like. It was competing with polo at the time, Rich.
So,
yeah,
the big deal with the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Super Bowl.
Supposedly they're gonna debut the Han Solo trailer.
What?
Yeah.
Is this official or is this pure speculation?
I have heard this elsewhere. I think it's official.
Yeah.
Is it an advertising blunder?
What do you mean?
That movie's designed to appeal to our fans. Our fans are the kind of people who are here saying, why aren't you streaming during the Super Bowl? Because I don't give a fuck about the Super Bowl.
Sure, that's true.
So is this actually an advertising blunder?
Or
Uh-huh.
has Disney reached the point where the NFL is paying them
to get those nerd views for the Super Bowl?
Do you know how many more viewers we could get if we debuted the Han Solo? Like, what if Disney is, like, just finding all the profit they can anywhere they could, right?
All right. All right. I'm down with that.
I don't think that's true, by the way. Where is it going? And that's true. Star Wars is no longer a nerd thing. Star Wars is just a general audience thing now.
Sure.
At one point, Star Wars was a nerd thing.
Is that why it's so stupid? Van Dorbston says, I don't know what's exactly going on here.
And then keeps going.
But after a rough weekend, a Euro-friendly stream is exactly what I need right now. Thanks, guys. You're welcome. Jarko G says, this is the first time I catch you guys streaming live.
Hi.
But your older streams have entertained me during my busy work days.
Well, great.
I don't have anything clever to say, but that's only because I'm from Finland. Yeah.
Finland?
Don't put all of Finland down, man. I'm
Finland.
I'm sure Finland's done some great things. Probably.
Sure. Why not? I don't know.
Probably. I don't know. But I'm sure it's happened. Purple Space Bazooka says, hi, guys.
Hi.
Have you seen the new Black Mirror series? I haven't.
I haven't seen the new season.
I understand I need to.
Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty good.
I have been watching some old Twilight Zone episodes.
Oh, yeah?
And it's just a fine show.
You know, there's rumor out there, I don't know how confirmed this is, that Jordan Peele is bringing Twilight Zone to CBS All Access.
It would be the third time they've rebooted the Twilight Zone.
Oh, did they reboot it once already?
They did it in the 80s. The 80s version actually isn't bad.
Oh, yeah?
And then they did it in the early 2000s. Was it Lawrence Fishburne was the narrator? No.
Really?
Someone famous was the narrator.
Uh-huh. And
I don't remember who for sure. And then apparently Jordan Peele's going to do it now. So.
Fine filmmaker.
There's some kind of tone I don't think you can get away with now that they had back then where those old Twilight Zone episodes, I mean, you could do those as stage plays. And I think if you tried to do a show exactly in the style of the old Twilight Zone right now, it would be written off as just too cheesy. But it's something they can get away with in the 50s.
Absolutely. No, they won't be in the exact same style. It'll be more Black Mirror-y kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right, so by the way, we're here at the bonfire. And I have full health, so I don't need the health. And at the bonfire, the other thing you can do is upgrade one card. And so what's taking me so long here is I'm trying to figure out a strategy here. For example, we got this card, which lets me gain 2 strength, which basically means every attack I use is more powerful. And I could upgrade it to, say, gain 3 strength, which would be very helpful. Or I have this card, which is really neat, which is at the end of your turn, for each attack played, you deal 1 damage to all enemies.
Yeah.
And, later on, you face multiple enemies at one time. And so it's just bonus damage. And that changes from costing me 1 energy to costing me nothing. And so that's just bonus damage.
Yeah.
Very good options. And so I'm just trying to figure out what is going to do me the most good. And it might be fire breathing. Just extra damage all the time for free. I think that's what I'm going to choose. So that's what I got. We just wanted to walk you through some of my thinking on this video game stream talking about video
That's
games. Fine. But is it? But is it? Who dat?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Let's go to this one for no particular reason. We're missing another Dead Rising 2 stream for this crap? Absolutely! Rich will be back with another Dead Rising stream soon, I'm sure. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Oh, I should have done that. That would have been smarter. Oh, well. We'll see if I can take these guys out easier. I don't want to draw. Oh. But I can.
Yes, you didn't know about the 80s Twilight Zone?
I didn't know about the 80s or the 2000 Twilight Zone. I haven't seen either of those.
Grateful Dead did the song for the 80s version.
Oh, yeah?
Creepy as fuck. Just watch the intro for, like, Twilight Zone 1985.
Yeah.
86, whenever that was out. That intro, so amazingly creepy and unsettling.
And you say, like, overall it's pretty good.
Overall, it's pretty good, that show, yeah.
I wonder if it's streaming anymore. I'll have to check that out. I'm a fan of the old, the 50s, 50s, 60s Twilight Zone.
Yeah. Don't just find the audio. Find the visuals, too, that went with it.
Oh, yeah. Rich just wanted to say I really enjoyed the Friday the 13th stream on Wednesday. Had a lot of fun watching it.
Thank you.
I know you played it the other day. Actually, I re-downloaded it at home because now it has, all some bonus stuff. And I played a couple rounds.
Yeah.
Didn't have the same feeling. Kind of missing some.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just like everybody's just been playing for so long now that like everyone's just kind of, they know their place and they're just like, they're just running through the motions. It wasn't as fun for me.
You just had a bad night. Like I guess I haven't been playing it unless we're streaming it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's true. Remind Jack that he has an automatic 6 block if he doesn't use block. Thank you, Gaho. I did forget that. You're absolutely right. I have a power that if I don't have any block on, I just gain 6 block. And so, like, for example, this defend card only gives me 5 block, so I'd be better off not playing it. Okay, so we're going to do this. And then we're going to do this. And I get to place a card in my discard.
What about the Forrest Whitaker Twilight Zone? To be honest, I've never even seen an episode.
Is that the 2000 one?
Yeah.
With Forrest Whitaker, really?
That's what the chat's saying. I couldn't remember who did it. I know someone famous was the narrator.
Sure. I believe Forrest Whitaker because he has that kind of creepy vibe to him. He's got the creepo vibe. Oh, you did, son. You did. Alright. Draw 1 card. Place a card from your hand on top of the draw card. Well, Played. Yeah. Give that a try. We'll give that a try.
Alright, where am I?
Oh, thank you, Cinnamon, for that link. I'll check that out later.
Let me finish reading the Purple Space Bazooka tip.
Oh, yeah.
We got sidetracked.
Oh.
Have you seen the new Black Mirror series? The Crocodile episode made me think of you guys.
Oh,
it's like a futuristic Columbo, but gets super dark at the end. Anyway, happy Superb Owl.
Anyway, but by the way, isn't that all the Black Mirror episodes? It's like this, but then gets super dark at the end.
I'll have to take your word for it.
Have you not seen any Black Mirror?
I've not seen any Black Mirror.
Oh, it's a lot of it's really good.
I keep hearing.
Oh, we definitely want to do that.
Len Flazinski says, my mom asked me if there were any fictional deaths I'm not over. She fell out of her seat laughing when I joked Susan from Seinfeld. Any fictional character deaths you're not over? For me, Charlie in Lost.
Oh, that was a tough one. Absolutely, that was a tough one. I did not.
I suppose Optimus Prime counts because that's when I left the Transformers
franchise. That's true. You are so not over it. It's still something you think about daily. You wake up every moment and there's a small period of time where you forget that Optimus died once and you're happy, but then it all comes rushing back. Optimus. No.
Well, it's notable. It did instantly kill a franchise I liked when I was a kid. It's like there's a clear line of me being interested in Transformers and me being not interested in Transformers, and that's the line.
Yeah.
Their attempt to get me to buy more toys backfired horribly.
I'm trying to think of, because it would have to be from a long-running series, somewhere where you just really love all the characters, and then all of a sudden one of them's dead.
Mm-hmm. There's probably others. Nothing I can think of off the top of my head.
No, nothing that scarred me so much. It's something I think about all the time. Unlike Optimus. And Newt? Who's that?
Aliens.
Oh!
Aliens 3, technically.
Right.
Or Alien 3.
Ay. Damn it. 50%. So I need to get him for 14 damage. Oh, okay, I can do that. Great. Then we're good. Then we're good. We're doing great. We're doing great. This is a boss.
Okay.
And we're doing great.
I'll take your word for that.
We're doing. He's kind of he's an easier boss because he has a very. These bosses or these goop guys have split, and so when their HP is below 50%, they split into smaller ones.
Okay.
But splitting also stops their current action. So he was about to hit me for 35. That would have.
So, it worked out for you.
That would have done a lot of damage, but I was able to split them, and so they're these are the mad strats here. That's pretty good. No. So he's at 42, so I need to get him down to 21, and I can do 12 plus 11. Okay, yeah, great.
What's the normal strike do?
Huh? Normal strike only does 8 damage.
You can't kill him anyway, the one that's about to hit you for 16.
But I can get him down to 21. So he'll split. And he won't attack me then.
Oh, let's look at the what's the one that costs 2 energy? The bash.
That's 12 damage.
That's 12 damage.
Yeah.
What's the normal strike?
It is 8 damage.
It's only 4 difference. Plus,
but
those
this one adds 3 vulnerable, which means my next strike will be worth even more.
Okay.
So I think if I do the 12 and the 11, well, that gets him down to 21 right there.
Okay.
And I get to draw an extra card if I use this one. That's my thinkings here. Yeah, and then I drew that defense card, which would have been useless for me anyway. So that cleared out my hand, which is great.
Edo Kendo says, instead of saying jump the shark, can we start saying fuck the volcano god? Do you guys have any scripted comedy plan that isn't related to the usual RLM content? Thanks for the laughs. Our comedy bits are related to the normal RLM content, aren't they?
I think he might have just been talking. Oh. That's fine.
Swedish AI says, hey, Rich.
Hey.
Tip and a tip. How about a Dead Rising retrospective review? You have a lot of good things to say. Talk through the games and illustrate how the games evolved and deteriorated from origin. I don't think that many people care, other than me. And like a few other people really care. And the people who care, they already know what went wrong.
Senior Fun Nugget, I believe the Nerd Crew episodes are scripted. Ish.
It's a mix.
It's a mix.
There's a fair amount of improvising. Talagon says, Rich, can you buy me some sea monkeys and grow them for me, then send them in the mail? No.
What?
You can buy your own damn sea monkeys.
Damn.
The guy who made sea monkeys is kind of a racist jackass anyway. I watched this whole thing about him.
You what?
On the YouTubes.
You watched what?
The guy who invented sea monkeys, the popular children's toy.
Yeah.
Was also just like a huge white supremacist, racist bastard. Yeah.
That's awful.
Yes, it is awful.
Yes, it is awful. Ah, well then there you go.
Like he invented sea monkeys, and then he also invented some kind of like cattle prod thing that white supremacists could beat black people with. So
and you just have to wonder,
there's
like,
that.
How are those two inventions related? Like a lot of times, like, oh, someone's really into robotics. They invented this robot. They invented this robot. He's like, sea monkeys, cattle prod.
Oh, yeah, he had like print ads for both.
What? Where do you advertise that kind of cattle prod?
Probably in some kind of racist newsletter. I don't know.
Well, there you go. Ooh. That's crazy. All right, we got some tough decisions to make here, Rich.
Yeah. This
one gives us 3 curses, but also 3 relics. That's these things, and these are like superpowers that help us most of the time.
Yeah.
Then we got this one, which replaces burning blood, which at the end of each combat I heal 10 HP.
Okay.
Right now, at the end of each combat, I heal 6 HP.
Okay.
You know, it's not a big difference, but could be, could add up over
They
time.
don't stack.
This doesn't stack with this. It would replace that. So I would only gain 4, HP at the end of each battle. But that could, that could be helpful. Or this is a dice roll. I could get 3 great relics.
What's the feather?
Is for every 5 cards in your deck, heal 2 HP whenever you enter a rest site. So, like, right now I would get 6 HP just for entering the rest site.
Yeah.
That's not really good. I think I might roll the dice.
You do what you think you must. I don't know how bad the curses are, so it's really hard for me to give you feedback on this.
Sometimes they're bad. Sometimes they're sometimes it's just a card in your hand that doesn't do anything and takes up space.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a card where if you have it in your hand at the end of that round, it does something bad to you.
Yeah.
But I could get 3 great relics. Let's find out.
Okay.
The bell toll. So I get I cannot play more than 3 cards this turn. That sucks. At the end of your turn, lose 1 HP for each card in your hand. Not the worst. And if transformed or removed from your deck, lose 3 max HP. Oh, that's not so bad. That's fine. And I get a pair, so I get max HP up. Upon pickup, upgrade 2 random skills. That's pretty nice. Blood Vial at the start of... Oh, nice. At the start of each combat, heal 2 HP. That's great. And I get 2 nice defense. That's fine.
So does the background ever change? It feels like we're not really advancing. Well, this is early access, right?
This is. You can see right here. It says early access 014. This is very early access. Like, they're still adding, like, animations to the enemies.
I'm going to step in here for a second.
Rich is going to step in here.
I'm going to step in.
Rich is going to step in.
Aren't you very vocal about despising early access? Why the fuck are you playing an early access game?
I was also very vocal about letting that go recently.
Oh, yeah? I missed that.
What was it about? There was, like, a deluge of games recently where it was just like, it's early... I was vocal against it because I was trying to stop a tidal wave from coming. And that tidal wave is this, which is like, oh, the game's out now. This is when people are going to be talking about it, going to be playing it. Early access does not mean what it used to mean.
Just wait till it's done.
You could. Or I could play it now.
Yeah.
But no, I've been slowly beaten down over several games, and I've talked about it here and there for a while.
Okay.
I've talked about it for a while. It's just like there's just no point anymore. There's just no goddamn point anymore. They're gonna keep doing it. I guess it could be a good thing for game makers because this is a source of early revenue that helps them finish the game, but. Wait, is Jack starting over? No, now this is World 2. I know it looks the same as World 1. But now we're on World 2, and I get all these things, and I got bigger health, and I have all this money. So this time I want to make sure I swing by a store, because I have all this money.
Money, money, money. Whatever. Something, something, it's a rich man's world.
So we could go question mark guy thing, question mark guy. No, what's this one? Question mark shop right away. That could be good. Guy boss fire. Yeah, that could be pretty good. Yeah, let's go this way. Let's go this way.
Anonymous says, after Jack said he spent $100 at the Cheese Castle, I took it upon myself to buy a cheese-making kit.
I did not spend $100 at the Cheese Castle.
All you have to do is... I'm just reading things.
Oh, okay.
All you have to do is boil milk. Well, that was a horrible disaster. Buy cheese from the store.
What are you talking about? $100 at the cheese factory?
They paid the money for the tip. I read the thing. And I guess they just wanted to start a rumor that you spent $100 at the Cheese Castle. That was their sole goal.
What are you I have, by the way, I have never been to the Cheese Castle.
Karen loves the Cheese Castle.
In my entire life, I have never been to the Cheese Castle.
Every time Karen drives by the Cheese Castle, she's got to stop by the Cheese Castle.
I'm a big fan of cheese. I enjoy cheese. I have never been to the Cheese Castle.
What is the Cheese Castle? Okay, the Cheese Castle is a tourist trap that you see shortly after going over the Illinois to Wisconsin border.
Yes.
Wisconsin cheese. Hey, let's make a cheese castle, put it right on the border, and people coming to visit, let's stop by the Cheese Castle for the famous Wisconsin cheese. Nowhere near as big a tourist trap as Waldrug, though.
Oh my God! What a waste of space. If you ever decide to drive west,
South Dakota,
from Wisconsin to South Dakota, in South Dakota, you will be inundated. You will be barraged with advertisements for Waldrug.
On a stretch of road, there's nothing on the stretch of road. You're driving through nothing.
You're driving through desert and prairies.
All you see is every few miles a sign for Waldrug, and each sign is different.
Yeah.
Come to visit Waldrug, see the Waldrug, and there are all kinds of cute or goofy signs. And then you get there, and it's just a fucking tourist trap.
Yeah.
It's a place where you can buy shit.
Oh, it's awful.
North Dakota?
Maybe North Dakota.
I just know it's one of the Dakotas.
Yeah. Maybe North Dakota. It's terrible. And it's supposed to be like an old West town. That's kind of the shtick, but it's also just a hodgepodge of gift shops.
Yeah.
That's all it is, with wood floors. It's terrible. What a waste.
Razorblade Hat says, Rich, you and Jack have kept me AIDS-free with your streams.
Wow.
And my doctor confirms it. Keep up the good work. P.S. If you need any razor blades installed, I know a guy. Okay. Okay.
What?
I don't know.
Great. What?
Turtle the Wise says, Rich, what is your favorite and or scariest episode of The Twilight Zone? Every series from every decade included. There's a lot of good ones to choose from.
Twilight Zone episodes?
Yeah. There's the bomb shelter one.
Mm-hmm.
There's one family in the town. The neighborhood was, they'll get along together. I think it starts, they're having like a neighborhood get together.
Mm-hmm.
And they hear that nuclear war is about to break out. But only one of the families in the neighborhood has built themselves a bomb shelter, and they all turn against each other. Former friends turn against each other. It ends up being a false alarm with the bomb shelter, but that's a good one.
Classic Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
That's great.
Monsters are due on Maple Street. Was that the one, or was that the one with the fake alien invasion? There was another one that was similar.
The episode is called The Shelter, by the way.
Yeah.
For those who wanted to know.
I remember the silly one where the one guy, his plan to defeat all evil in the world is at midnight he's just going to cause every evil person to shrink.
What?
Yeah, it's a really bizarre episode. This guy's not all there.
Oh, sure.
He's trying to convince someone that he's going to turn all of the evil people in the world 3 inches tall come midnight. Nobody believes him. And then, midnight comes, and of course he's the one who shrinks to be 3 inches tall. Because he's evil. He didn't figure on that.
Oh. All right. It's fine. Not necessarily my cup of tea.
Rich, did you like Dead Rising 4? Did you like AIDS?
That might be a little.
Prolapse Famous says, Rich, sorry for running off with the gas last stream. Jason was coming after me, and I was too panicked to remember the drop large item key binding. Here's $2 to make up for getting you killed. You were playing as Vanessa. You had no business putting the gas in the car. She has a terrible repair stat. Terrible.
Way to be Vanessa. You borked it. You borked it.
Did you watch that stream? I'm assuming you didn't.
I was pumping in here and there throughout the night, but I didn't watch it for very long. No.
I think playing with the Chad's done.
Why is that?
Well, for one, you're all terrible.
Ouch.
For another thing, some assholes just stream sniping.
Oh, that's no fun.
I was playing as Jason. He kept finding me.
Weird.
Yeah, weird. And then I hit the button to turn the stream off, the visuals off.
Yeah.
And suddenly he wasn't finding me anymore.
Weird.
Yeah.
How unusual.
He thought he was so cute.
What a dickhead.
I'm just thinking, you dickhead.
Yeah.
Got himself a ban right afterwards.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
He also took hostages and wanted to exchange them for Rich's position. Like, what's the deal? What's the point? Just to kill Rich on stream? Like when you cheat? What's the point?
I don't know.
You just look like a jackass.
Right?
Don't let one asshole ruin it, Rich. I think we've had better games just playing with randoms.
Yeah. And there's always still the possibility that you'll get a stream sniper or whatever, but
Yeah.
some guy took his girlfriend hostage on stream unless Rich gave up his position. Ay.
The Nomad Geek says, keep up the good work. RLM and Prereq rules. Both the Lord Humongous and Immortan Joe Wasteland. Okay.
It's true. We do.
It's hard to top the Lord Humongous. So well spoken, but he's wearing that ridiculous outfit.
I love him.
Just walk away. Just walk away. Yeah, I'll probably take Lord Humongous over Immortan Joe.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're both fine characters.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the toe cutter? It's just an asshole biker guy. He was the villain in the first one. Played by the guy who eventually did Immortan Joe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
So what's going on, Jack?
I'm at a shop. The nice thing you can do at a shop is you can. This is one of the areas where you can get rid of a card in your hand.
Yeah.
It costs a little bit of money, but you can permanently remove a card from your hand. So you start getting rid of those weaker cards. And I have a ton of money to spend, and just nothing here that I really love. I do have this. I have this impervious, or there's this impervious card which is gain 30 block, which is pretty big, like 30 shield. But any shield you accumulate disappears after your enemy's turn. Like when you start your new turn, all your shield goes away. And so, but basically, this could stop me from dying.
Yeah.
But I have another card in my deck, which is this barricade. Block no longer expires at the start of your turn. So if I play this and then play the other one, I can keep all of the block that I've accumulated.
You do what you must.
And so it could work out really nice. Oh, I probably should have gotten rid of one of my curse cards. I wasn't even thinking about that. So it could turn out really nice if I get them in the right order, that I'd have a ton of... You know what, let's do it. Let's do that. Some potion here. That, let's do that. I got some potions. Attack blade, deal 1 damage to all enemies. This could work. If I play both of these. Alright. This is, this is the kind of the strategy of the game is taking your deck and refining it so that you get only the good cards. So I also bought another one of these fire breathing cards, which I have right here, which is at the end of each turn. For each attack played, you deal 1 damage to all enemies. So if I play both of them, I'm now dealing 2 attack to each enemy every single turn. It could be nice.
Okay.
Where I'm coming, the strategy is starting to formulate here in World 2. So.
I see you took that weird off the beaten path route.
I did because it had a shop closer and it had an elite, which, drops one of these big things.
Yeah.
I could have gone the other route and did more question marky things, but, those are a gamble, whether that's good stuff or not. So
the chat can't believe you didn't rid yourself of one of those curses.
I wasn't thinking. That I was definitely not paying attention.
When can you remove those?
Only either at shops or I need a special item and I could remove them at fires. There's very few places that I can remove curses. So I really should have, absolutely. Damn it. That was kind of a waste. That's fine. It's all right. It's a decent start. It's a decent start. I got that barricade, so now any block I gain.
Didn't you have 2 0 cards? Wouldn't those have been free uses?
They would, but they also some cards say. Let's see if I have one here. No, some cards say. See here at the end here it says exhaust, which means you can only use it once.
Okay.
In the entire battle, and it applies 1 week to all enemies. But the enemy wasn't attacking me that turn, so it would have been useless. So I'm saving it to come up again.
Okay.
Oh shit! You dickhead.
What's wrong?
Oh, he gave me the confusion disadvantage, which is whenever you draw a card, it randomizes its cost. And so, like, you know, like these are now 3 to use, but they're weak cards. But you know, this one's 0.
Well, you do that with the 0, and then you got use your defense because you got that block thing.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Or I gain strength. Oh yeah, we can do that for sure. Wait, what do these do? If transformed or removed, for each card in your hand. Son of a bitch. That's fine. Yeah. All right. 3 weak. Let's do that. Make it weak. There you go. Okay. It's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Ooh, sometimes it works out in my favor where, you know, the randomization can give me a 0 cost, which is very nice. Book. We want. Play if every card in your hand is attack. Maybe. Yeah, we want attackies. All right. Great. Great, great, great. And then we are going to strike and attack. Great. Great. Everything's great.
I can see that.
I'm feeling good about it so far. You cannot play more than 3 cards this turn, so I have to remember that. I can't play that anyway. One, 2, and 3. Oh, I wanted that. All right, great. Hey, Rich and Jack. What?
What?
What? Combos. Yeah. Ooh, hello. That's a perfect timing for that card. Motherfucker. Well, that's that turn. I really should have gotten rid of that card. That card is probably going to end up killing me. Motherfucker.
Someone make Rich talk about Spider-Man. What do you want me to say about Spider-Man?
Do you like the Spider-Man?
It's fine.
Yeah. How do you feel about that Spider-Man? Do you think the Spider-Man's cool? I think it's pretty cool.
I don't understand the hype for the new one. The game. I don't understand the hype.
Just
Everyone seems hyped, and the game doesn't look that amazing.
I like the, you know, there's pluses and minuses. The idea of a Arkham style Spider-Man game could be really good. that combat could work exceptionally well with Spider-Man. In fact, I think we've said that before, is this combat would work really great with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The downside is, of course, if we don't get that and we only get QuickTime events.
Every boss in that game is going to be a shitty QuickTime event. Every fucking boss. Because you know what the Arkham games don't do well? Boss fights. Every fucking boss encounter in that game is going to be shitty cinematics where you occasionally hit X or square or triangle.
That's very possible. Absolutely. That's very, very possible. I hope not. But, you know, it could be. I think people just want Spider-Man games. People like Spider-Man.
Some of the boss fights were great. Ra's al Ghul, Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze was a stealth boss fight. Great. One of the best things in the series.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't a normal boss fight, and that's fine. Ra's al Ghul?
Mm-hmm.
They just gave you hallucination where you saw dozens of them, and it was just like the combat with all the other normal goons.
But some of them weren't real.
Yeah, you know, that's kind of a cheat, and you know it.
Yeah.
The Solomon Grundy fight, weak. This is spoilers for you, I guess. Do you give a shit?
Not necessarily. I mean, I'm gonna get around to it. By the time I get around to it, I'll have forgotten.
Clayface, weak.
Oh, that's too bad. I like Clayface.
You know, it's the least liked game in the franchise, and it shouldn't be. You know what Arkham game has good boss fights? Or at least, the best boss fights in the series, relatively speaking. Arkham Origins, the one everyone shits on. It's very QuickTime eventy, but there's a decent encounter with Deathstroke.
Okay.
It's an actual fight with Killer Croc and not a run through the sewer kind of thing.
Okay.
You're throwing batarangs.
Important.
Origins actually has some boss fights in it that aren't crap.
That's good. That's good.
The Killer Croc fight was a letdown. It was the first fight in the game, though. It was the first boss fight. They're usually not the most difficult fights.
Mm-hmm.
And in all honesty, Batman really shouldn't have too much of a problem taking Killer Croc down. He's all brute with no finesse. Batman should be able to decimate him.
You would hope.
Oh, Bane. Oh, God, Bane in Arkham Origins is so amazing.
Oh, yeah?
Compared to that crap fight you got in Arkham Asylum?
Oh, yeah, you get just the Bull Olay fight in Arkham? Yeah.
Well, you throw the batarang and dodge.
And then he falls over. Yeah.
There's an actual high-quality Bane fight in Origins.
That's good.
And he looks like Bane. He doesn't look like some kind of grotesque fucking... who's his fucking name? 90s comic artist drew the grossly disproportionate people.
Liefeld?
Yeah, he doesn't look like a fucking Liefeld creation in Arkham Origins.
Liefeld.
The biggest strike Arkham Origins has against it, well, there's two strikes.
Okay.
It reuses pretty much the exact same map that they used in Arkham City.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's how they did it quick and cheap.
Sure.
They put some snow and Christmas lights on things, but it's the same overworld from City. Which, on one hand, that feels cheap, but it also makes sense because you're still in Gotham.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, if you want to get technical about it, they should use the same map
all the time
for every game because, you update a building or two here and there. Yeah.
and if you haven't played City, you wouldn't even fucking notice.
Right.
The other strike is it's not Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill.
Ooh.
But the people they got?
That's a pretty
was
big
it Troy
strike.
Baker? I don't remember who did Batman. Troy Baker does the Joker. They're pretty good. They're pretty good.
I could see if you were coming from the other Arkham games, how that would be a gear shift.
Yeah.
So.
Story-wise, it's actually, not that that matters in the grand scheme of things for a game, but story-wise, Origins actually, it's better than City.
No.
Arkham City, by the time you get to the end of the game, it doesn't remember what it was supposed to be about.
Story-wise
Yeah,
or gameplay-wise?
story-wise.
Yeah.
Origins, the story, it's solidly constructed as compared to Arkham City.
Oh, that's good.
But City has a great story and atmosphere. No, City starts off with one premise, gets distracted with a Joker subplot, and then comes back to the main plot, and then, let's go back to the Joker because we only care about the Joker.
Everyone on one. That's everyone. Everyone only cares about the Joker. What?
I'm just trying to think of how to put this.
Okay.
It's like, all right, Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight, yeah.
Some people bitch that the Joker takes over that story, and it's not actually about the Scarecrow, even though he should be the main villain in Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. All right, the Scarecrow, he's a fucking B-lister. He's a fucking B-lister at the end of the day.
B plus?
B.
In certain stories, I could see a B plus. I could see he's on the top of the second string.
An epic story about the Scarecrow is ultimately going to be a letdown.
Sure.
This is why I'm okay when the Joker kind of takes over in Arkham Knight, right? Arkham City, some more spoilers for you. Ra's al Ghul.
Okay.
One of the best Batman villains. You can easily do an epic Ra's al Ghul story.
Absolutely.
And it gets lost into a Joker side story. Arkham City, it's unfucking forgivable that they fucking waste Ra's al Ghul.
Absolutely. Just to shove more Joker.
Ray Shiraz, however the fuck you pronounce it.
I always pronounce it Raj.
The creators don't even know they flip-flop.
I want to say in Batman the Animated Series, they call him Raj.
Okay.
So that's my canon. So that's what I'm going with. We died, but we unlocked some stuff. Ooh, got some new cards. We shuffle 2 moves into your draw pile. Whenever you draw 1 card. So that's 1 card. If the chosen card will stand as secured. Yeah, we don't need the Joker in every fucking story. I think we were talking about that. We were talking about that the other day.
And it would be a letdown if he weren't there at all. You know it.
Well, but you know what? I think the way they did Arkham Knight was an appropriate use of not necessarily a Joker story, but having Joker in there. Like he was around, but he wasn't necessarily the focus. We got the fun Joker twist at the end, and so it was kind of about the Joker, but kind of also this other story. It was, Jason Todd, the Joker, all that fun stuff. But we just don't need him in every single fucking story. We were talking about that Gotham by Gaslight, Batman is back in the old days looking into the murder, the Jack the Ripper murders. And it's like, well, I wonder who Jack the Ripper is going to turn out to be. One of those things.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's the Joker. We just don't need him. Or give Batgirl her own proper DLC with Jane Doe as the villain. I don't know who Jane Doe is, but there's things you could do. We're going to be the other character now. This character is a little trickier, is a little more fun. There's a lot of poisoning and long game.
Why can't we have Batman stories that don't involve the Joker? Because the Joker is so much more interesting than any of Batman's other villains. It would be a letdown if he weren't there in some capacity.
In some capacity.
Yes.
The story doesn't need to revolve around the Joker.
Yes. Agreed.
Yeah.
Which is what City should have done, but did not do.
That sounds like a kick in the balls, right?
Yeah.
There, to Raj. Next turn, add 3 copies. Ooh, all right, that could be fun. Thanks, Ghost Whale. That could be fun. It's one of the Joker is one of those things where the more you use him, the more you devalue him. And he's used so often we've hit a point of diminishing returns. Pull that Joker back.
Are you as excited about our future Arkham game where the villain is Mad Hatter? Are you hyped about that?
It could be fun.
Game after that, Ventriloquist. Huh? Both fine villains.
Give me a Batman game where the main villain. Okay. Let's see here. The main villain is. The main villain.
For epic. For the epic, awesome Batman story. There's a few.
There's a few. I'm trying to. The main villain is
Bane.
Bane. That's a good one. That's a fine one. He's smart Bane. He's not big dumb Bane.
Yeah.
Who is schemed this whole thing, and then the final battle.
Play Arkham Origins.
Yeah.
Play Arkham Origins.
Okay.
You get smart Bane.
Oh, good. I've always hated big dumb brute Bane.
Yeah, no, that's Arkham Asylum.
Yes.
They actually explain why he's big dumb brute Bane.
In Origins?
In Origins.
That's great.
He takes the experimental stuff at the end, which just all kinds of fucks him up.
Oh, that's great.
But for most of the game, he's the Bane you know.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun. What about... Okay. We can have Joker in there somewhere, but the main villain is the Clock King.
No.
And he has precisely orchestrated all the other villains to be exactly where they need to be at exactly the right time. And when you battle the Clock King, because he knows all of your moves, you can't use any of your counters or anything like that. Like, it's a different battle. So it's a little... You gotta set up some traps and do some... No? I mean, no. The answer is no. The answer is no.
Yeah. Could the Black Mask work as a main villain like a classic Batman versus the Mob story? And like a normal story, sure. We're talking about like the Arkham. You get one good video game every 4 years, you know? I mean, it's a rare treat.
This is your 20, 30-hour adventure. You want the final boss to be a climax.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so in that case, you need an A-lister. You need Raj or Talia. We'll take Raj or Talia.
You'll take Talia?
I'll take Talia.
Okay.
That could be fun. Raj or Talia. You need Bane. You need Joker. You need Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze could be a good final villain.
You could probably make that.
You could probably make that.
But like somebody like the Clock King, he's a minor boss in the game.
No, I mean, yes.
I'm throwing Scarecrow in that territory too. Honestly, he's a one-dimensional character.
Like Batman, the Arkham games as games. Do you remember the promise of Half-Life Episode 1 and 2? Do you remember the before we realized it was unobtainable, of smaller games coming out more often?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. The
episodic games where you'd get smaller games, but they'd come out more often. Oh, what a great promise that was. That failed miserably on every aspect. But like that's exactly what the Batman games need.
Yeah.
A 10-hour, 8 to 10 hour experience every year. We could, like a small little adventure every year with a different villain.
I don't know why they couldn't do that with just DLC for one of the other games. I don't know why they couldn't do that.
Oh, right. Remember the DLC for Arkham Knight where it was like 2 hours?
Yeah.
No, we finished the back row one in like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
It was a joke. That was a goddamn joke. Oh, my turn, son. It was a gosh dang joke.
People in the chat are saying they would put Raj and Talia on the B list. I can't disagree more.
Raj, it could arguably be an arch nemesis.
He arguably should be, yes.
Like him versus the Joker. You have your honestly, Batman. Like if Batman's in the center, Joker is his arch nemesis on this side, and Raj is his arch nemesis on this side. As Raj and Joker ultimately are the two different halves of Batman's thing.
The Joker
Yeah.
is like Batman's opposite.
Right.
Everything that Batman is, the Joker is the exact opposite. Raj is more like Batman's evil side.
Yeah.
He's intelligent, he is rich, he is physically capable.
Yes. This is what I'm saying. He's this other side of Batman where, if Joker's anarchy, Batman is order, Raj is...
Evil order.
Order, like, he's the logical conclusion to Batman. Evil is the problem. Let's just kill everyone and wipe out anything that could be construed as evil. Then there won't be evil.
Yes.
Totalitarianism, Batman. Yeah.
Raj Al Ghul, a fantastic foil for Batman.
Absolutely.
Raj is tyranny. Arguably so is the Batman. Raj is Batman taken to an extreme.
But by the way, not even that far away of an extreme from where Batman is. If you remember, like, if we take the Nolan Batman movies,
yeah,
everything up until that one point, Batman was totally down with. Oh yeah, we'll train to fight. We're gonna take on evil. We're gonna like really hurt some people. It was just that next level of like killing people. That like Batman was with him 9/10 of the way.
I like that Raj refers to Batman as detective.
Yes,
he respects his intelligence.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He understands that that's Batman's true strength.
Mm-hmm.
His cunning.
It's true. It's true.
A fantastic foil.
I think if anyone would call Raj Batman's arch nemesis, it'd be fine. That would be just a fine thing. Okay, that card works in a different way than I suspected, but that's fine. 14, 6, 20. Okay, we can take them out. No, we're good. We're good. We're fine. Batman is kind of insane. Of course.
Well, yes.
Batman puts on a costume and beats the crap out of mentally ill people. There is no doubt about it. He is on another level insane.
Ask some non-comic book guy to name 5 Batman villains, and I doubt Roz would end up on the list at all. So? What do I give a shit what they think?
And that's I understand the argument here, which is like if you're trying to sell a Batman game, you put Raj on the cover, and people are going to go, why is the Mandarin in a Batman?
Right.
Why is the Mandarin in a Batman video game? But that's why
you ask a non-comic book fan, they'd say, why isn't the Joker wearing makeup, and why is he wearing a robe?
When did the Joker get a goatee?
Yeah. Why isn't the Joker wearing his makeup?
But that's why, you fill out the other rogue gallery, and you put some other people on the cover there. You fill it out with some B-listers, and you'll be fine. Actually, see, this would be a way too epic of a game. What you have here is Batman versus both the Joker and Raj.
That's too much.
But no, wait. Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
No, this is never going to happen because it's way too much. At one point in the game, based on some decisions that you make earlier on, you have to side with either Joker to take down Raj or Raj to take down the Joker. So you could play it 2 times and have 2 different experiences.
Okay.
That'd be a good fucking story. By the way, you're welcome. Is Gotham PD inept, or are they lazy because they have a Batman? Well, canonically they're corrupt, so Gotham needs a Batman. Which is something else. Origins is great story wise, because the Gotham PD are just utterly corrupt. Mm.
It's a section where you're sneaking through Gotham PD, and the shit you overhear. There's a hit out in the Batman for $50 million, so we're gonna go out. We're gonna kill the Batman tonight. If cops talking about getting the money for killing the Batman,
for taking out a murder victim. Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Origins is great.
Okay, you're getting me. You're putting me on Team Origins here. I gotta choose an upgrade here. It's taking me a little bit. This is more poison for people, and poison is really helpful. This nightmare card could be really good. If I can pair this nightmare card with another card, it could be really powerful. This is also, you know what? Let's do this just because this is a free card. 4 damage plus 2 weak. This paired with the nightmare card could turn into something pretty special.
Didn't Origins get a lot of shit? Use the same map as Arkham City.
Is Origin on Steam?
Or they all are.
They all are?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know if that was like an exclusive to something.
No.
Oh, nice. I get to do 2.
I mean, obviously the Joker shows up in Origins,
well,
so you're not going to get away from that.
Right.
But
because you can never get away from the Joker. I get that. I get it.
You could say that about all of the Arkham games. So.
Read Batman White Knight. It's the best Batman story I read in more than a decade. It's an example that Batman can be political and tell a message rooted in our times. Also, a standalone story doesn't. Okay. Yes. Let's do that. Let's remove a.
Are there any good Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games? Well, I am the only one in the world who likes it. The only one in the world, but that Out of the Shadows game, I enjoyed. I enjoyed a lot. It's like a hybrid between Arkham combat and actual combo button combat. There's a little bit of both.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of shit about that game.
I think it's just because the co-op is broken. It is broken. You can't play co-op.
Okay.
You can't play multiplayer with other people as the other turtles. It just won't work.
Oh, okay.
I'm a single player guy, so that didn't bother me at all.
But I could see that, like wanting to play with other people as the turtles.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You can't. Yeah. Okay. That's fair.
I don't think they ever fix that. Get rid of that curse, Jack.
Oh, right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sometimes, chat, you're on the mark. I'll buy a poison too. Got a poison. Great. Thanks, chat. You remind me to do the things that I should remember to do.
Gameplay says, "Hey guys,
Hi.
you missed out on a really good / bad movie, Last Best of the Worst. I hope the ball lands on vibrations next time. Please keep that one on the Plinketto board and keep being fantastic as always."
I remember, like, someone. I'm the one that got vibrations. I'm the one that purchased that.
Yeah.
Because someone, and it might have been you,
okay.
Someone shared the trailer with me, and I saw that trailer and said, "Abso-fucking-lutely." So that was my addition. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. Razorblade Hat says, "Hey Rich, thanks for the Star Trek Next Generation tip. I watched season 1 and didn't get much into it. Started season 3 at your recommendation and it's great. You're welcome. You're welcome. Uncle Rich knows what's up."
Well, right, and now you can go back and enjoy some season 1.
Did you start a new game?
Yeah, a while ago.
Oh, okay.
I mean, not a while ago. It was relatively recent ago. Yeah, this is the other character.
Okay.
That you can play as now.
I didn't notice that.
Oh, it's neat. It's like a witch person. You can see a little bit of a face under there.
Yeah.
And some hair, but yeah, a lot of poison, a lot of like effects that this person does. I dig it. 2 weak, good.
Yakamoose says, "Guys, did a bunch of job interviews this winter. It left me with the burning question: where do you see yourselves in 5 years? Will Rich be head of Warner Brothers and Jack head of Sony Pictures?"
Yes.
I'll probably be dead.
5 years?
Oh, sure.
I guess it's a possibility. Yeah, no, at that point, I will definitely be head of what was formerly known as Sony Pictures and what is currently known as Sony Disney Pictures. I'll be in charge of that merger.
I'll just own everything.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they will.
Anonymous says, "You guys are genuine nerds, and I appreciate that." Yeah, you're welcome, I guess. Oh, yeah, the Friday the 13th stream, I played as Jason once, and I just slaughtered everybody. They called me a nerd.
Who did?
The people I was playing against, who I just thrashed.
They called you a nerd?
They called me a nerd because I beat them in the game.
Well, doesn't that doesn't that mean you're good?
You know how Jason has 2 different powers that allow him to basically appear to you next to you out of nowhere?
Yeah.
You can either morph next to somebody or shift next to somebody. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my final kill, I morphed right next to somebody. You came out of nowhere. What's going on with that? Yeah, I was kind of suspicious. It's like, that's what the game. That's what he does.
That's one of Jason's powers.
That's one of his powers.
That's
you come out of literally. I come out of nowhere.
That's the basic premise of the game.
Kind of suspicious.
Reported. Aimbot reported.
It's like, yeah, guys, I use morph. Nerd. He sounds like a nerd. It was just so sad.
Oh. I'm so sorry, Rich. Nerds. Here, go here. That's pretty good. I like that. I'm very, very sorry. Yes. It's a great one.
I hope he died horribly. Yeah, I think I shoved a garden shear through his head, so. Yeah, the part 5 Jason, he just uses big hedge clippers.
You know what? I didn't get a chance to play as the new Jason.
Yeah.
When I picked it up after your stream.
One of the kills, they come apart. You just shove one under the chin and the other one in the temple.
Oh,
yes.
Nice. I gotta play as that Jason, or at least play against that Jason. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think earlier they thought streaming this game would get more views than the Super Bowl. Well, we just figured. Okay, this is what I want to do. All right, this is what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
This is a good combination. So this card lets me choose any other card, and I add 3 copies of that card to my hand next time. Next time, right? Then I have this card, which costs 0 to use, that does 4 damage and applies weak to the enemy. So I can make 3 copies of this, put it in my hand next time, make him super weak, and deal a little bit of damage. This is what I'm hoping for.
You know this game a lot better than I do, Jack.
This is the mad strats here. Great, and I still get to use it this turn as well. And we go.